So, hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about writing and technology. According to Professor Kotos, we have to take into account the purpose and the audience. For example, the purpose is for why reason we are going to write, and the audience is for whom we are going to write. When we have cleared these two aspects, we have to choose the language. Here we have an example. In this case, the person is going to write an email. The purpose is to apologize for not sending an email, and the audience is a friend in Australia. So in this case, the person has cleared the purpose and the audience, and then the person is going to choose the language. In this case, the language is informal because it's just an email. We are not writing an article or an essay. In this example, the purpose is different. In this case, the person is going to write an article, and research article, and the audience are professionals in the field. So in this case, the language is different. Here we have an introduction, and the language has to be in an academic writing. We don't have to put information, for example, how much time the writing is going to take, or and also, for example, about how the author feel about the writing.
Why writing is important? Writing is the key to speak and interact inside and outside of classes. Writing helps students to learn English better. It helps to build vocabulary and grammatical forms. Writing lets students self-analyze and detect language problems. Um, it While students write, they can realize the spelling mistakes and grammar mistakes that they do while write. Globalization also helps to write. The new technology like cell phones, laptops, help to interact information with others. Students can send messages and blogging, and it makes writing fun. Writing expresses identity and what people think. While a person is writing, he or she let other people to know about their culture or tradition, and also it helps to interact with other with the world. Also, writing helps students not just in schools or universities. It also helps in politicals or employments. What teachers should know? There are multiple types of abilities such as register variation, process orientation, and interpersonal function. Register variation is when writing varies in social context and audience. Process orientation. The teacher should focus on the process and not just in the final product. Interpersonal function. It builds identity and create relationships. Also, the teacher should call the students' attention because students cannot write and won't have ideas about they are gonna write. They should be interested in the topic. The teacher should make sure students create a meaning and moment to write.
Advice for teachers. Professor Cotto says writing is a difficult skill to teach. There are so many things teachers have to focus on. Content and appropriate for a register, cohesive development of ideas, spelling and punctuation, grammatical accuracy, vocabulary. Professor Cottos also advises not to teach everything about writing at the same time. Professor Cotto says teachers should contextualize tasks and make them forms of communication, which means that teachers have to make students use writing so they can communicate. How can technology help? Uh, Teachers can create a collection of register relevant text that the students can analyze for their assignment. Students need to see texts that are similar in audience and purpose to the ones they are going to write, which means that teachers have to provide with a lot of examples to students so they can have a model to write, so they can have an idea what they are going to write about. Also, students need to see examples when they are planning to write something. Um, and teachers have to take advantage of the use of word processing to make writing a process. And teachers have to teach students how to use grammar checking tools.